Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Mick from Run the Foot Market, and guys, today we have another episode again of the trading from 250k to 500k. We're doing well. We're not doing as well as I want to, and that's because right now we're kind of experiencing a little bit of a market where just people are not enjoying the game. You have the qualification month ending, and it's just something like that where there's a mix of both of those things kind of going on, and it's not making the best combination for market to be thriving. However, Giroud just sold right away as we relisted him, and we are up to 130,000 coins, which is not too bad. We bought this Zielinski for 16k, we sold him for 20 overnight. I think we bought this Dembele for 14, sold him for 18, and I think we got Lingard for 40 and sold him for 48. So across these three, we're gonna make probably 25,000, 20,000 coins. Now we still have all these cards listed, and I think if we were to do an estimate of where we're at in terms of coins, you know, between Falcao being 46, Moy being 27, which would put us on, let's see, 46, oh god, I can't do math, guys, 73, 91, let's say 110, and then let's say 125,000. And then we have two Canellis, which is going to make it probably, well, Canellis and a Moy, let's say 160,000, and then we'll say the Parejo makes it about 130,000. So we're definitely above. We're at 300 or we're above it. We're somewhere in there. I'm trying to think, did I send anything to my club? So we're just around 300,000 coins. Maybe I did the math wrong. Maybe we're more. I'm not really sure, to be honest. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be, I believe tomorrow is marquee matchups. There's no marquee matchups today, is there? It wasn't today, right? Please don't tell me it was today. Was it today? Let's see. No, so the marquee matchups are going to be on tomorrow, which means that we're going to be able to hop on here and do some... we're going to do some trading with those kind of players. You guys know how we do that. We always do sniping and things like that. 129,000 coins. I want to look at some cards that I like to flip a lot. And today's episode is kind of going to be talking about the market a little bit while just looking at some cards that I like to look at. And you guys know that I love looking at some of these early team of the weeks. And now that we have 129,000 coins, yes, we could do our traditional thing where we're trading and getting cards cheaper on bid. But the market's in a state of panic right now, and I think we should totally look at some open bins, not open bins, but bins rather, to see if there's any deals. This guy's always really good to trade with. Now we are on a 129,000 coin budget, so there's not a ton we can do. This card is super rare, but none of these cards really get listed that underpriced, and that's why if you do see them underpriced, you should go pick them up. But I'm thinking about making some investments for the Bundesliga winter upgrades. I think that could be something that maybe we look into. I think Ginter could be getting a winter upgrade. It would just be interesting, right? Tomorrow's going to be Ligue 1. I invested in some Fakirs on my main account, and that's going decently well. However, you know, I don't have... He's already up a little bit in value because people know the upgrades are coming tomorrow. So that's something that's kind of going down tomorrow. So that's why I'm not crazy about picking up League 1 things. But I know that Bundesliga is next and La Liga is last, I believe, or vice versa. And it's just interesting right now. I'm looking at some of these cards on the market. Like, we saw this card not selling at 30 yesterday, and it was just kind of that general Sunday panic. And now you see them all the way up there. Now, this is a deader time in the market. I am recording this later at night, so there is going to be less physical, I think, deals. However, it's going to just be something that we're looking, right? We're trying to figure out, can we find any deals, right? We're at 120,000 coins. Now, this card is interesting to me. Apparently, this card is getting some big upgrade. I'm not really too aware of this, but apparently this dude Zaza is getting some big upgrade. I don't know. So I think what we're going to do tomorrow, when we hop on tomorrow, is we're totally going to look for some more upgrades. Like, we're going to be doing investing with winter upgrades tomorrow. That's set in stone. When we get on tomorrow, that is what we are doing. And if, you know, it's going to be something where you guys can get involved with that too, where you guys can see what's going on, and what are we investing in. And that's good to do, man, because, wow, this is really inflated. So you guys can see the price of that. He's up right now because of the upgrade hype. That's way too, that's overpriced as heck, man. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do some bronze spec method. And now this is something that we don't do a ton, but it's always really good to just store the club with these bronze players. We do have marquee matchups coming tomorrow, which is why you're going to see me do this right now. Don't really know if any of these players are being needed or used right now, so I will save them for the future. But we're going to start to just stack this club. We're going to do 2 bronze packs. Every time we hop on here, we're doing 2 bronze packs from now on. That's going to be the way to go. It's going to be good for the club. And on an account like of this level, you should be doing this because it's totally worth it. There's no reason why you shouldn't be doing bronze pack method. And yeah, so, you know, last time we traded a lot. We found a lot of deals with our cam position change method. And the thing is, like, you guys know, man, there's so many people that you got. I know a ton of you watch this series. And it just shows you that, yes, I still hop on here, man, at the most random times of the day, and I get deals. So you guys have seen that this method is just so good. Now, this is obviously a deader time at night. It's going to be a little bit harder to pick up deals. Now, I was looking at something in specific before we actually started. I was looking at the team of the week, and the team of the week is really low tonight. Bonaventura is at like 85,000, and Alexandro, if you guys can see on my monitor, is really low. Like, the team of the week is really low tonight. I don't know what it is, but it's super low. And especially this Giuliano I'm looking at for 40,000. It just looks like such a steal. Bonaventura looks like such a steal. I'm wondering if we pick these up now, if we hopped on tomorrow, could we sell them? Could we sell them for a better price? I'm just wondering myself, like, could we sell them for a better price? I don't know. Bonaventura seems really cheap for a card that's here. It looks really good. It looks too cheap. And then this Giuliano at 40K, like, I don't know. It seems low. Do I think it's worth it? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm really thinking about, hey, you know, maybe we just list our Parejos overnight, right? It's a little bit of an upgrade investment, but at the same time, maybe we just list this dude overnight. We get some extra coins here. And then what we do is essentially we just make an investment. You know, let's just go for it. Let's list Parejo for 37,750. We'll make 7.5K there. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll see, can we focus on today? Can we get a good deal on this Bonaventura card? Now, we have to see, because his bins, he got down to 80. I don't know where he's at now. It looks like a lot of bins at 80. His supply is quite high, which I'm not loving. It looks like 83,000 is what his cheapest is right now. That's pretty low, guys. So 83,000, I mean, I'd be willing to make the investment. Now, the only problem is that I don't love it due to the fact that I like it, guys. I'm just a little nervous in this market. That's why I'm not saying I want to go buy it right away. I'm not loving this market right now. It's very unpredictable, and then when you think the team of the week is going to go up, it just goes lower and lower and lower. So that's what I'm a little scared about right now. 83.5 is that one right there. We're going to see for a second, is there another one that pops up? And if there's another one that pops up, I'm guaranteeing it's going to be a pretty good deal. Let's do something too where we can lower this bin a little bit. Let's go down to like here, because if one pops up in the 70s, we're going to want it for sure. I think somebody may not see this card selling at this price, and may go under big time. We'll see, but I'm pretty certain that this could be worthwhile picking up one. And the Giuliano is interesting too, because the Giuliano is a card that I see, you know, Flippin says it's been 41, but I think it could be potentially 45 throughout the day. Like, I always see that card higher, so that's another one that's interesting as well to be looking at. Can we get one to pop up here? If we can, what we're going to do is I'm going to go over to Giuliano, and I'm going to see what's going on here, right? Like, what's the deal here? You know, we saw the, let's see. So a lot at 41. Now there's a lot at 41. A lot of them at 41. Not selling either, which is interesting. This seems really low for his 84, doesn't it? 22. His 84 is really low. And that's a good card. Can't believe his 84. The only reason why I don't like Giuliano a lot, guys, is because the league he's playing in is not good. It's just simply not good. Now, we did just sell something. Did we already sell the Parejo? We sold the Canellas for 19,750, which is good. That means that other one's probably going to sell overnight. This makes me a little bit more confident that maybe we do pick up a Bonaventura, because we do have a little bit extra on the coinage. Another one listed at 83.5, but that's very good. That's good for the current price of the market, because if a lot of people are listing at 80 at that price, I'm telling you guys right now, that's good. That's very good for the market. Because what it does essentially is it's going to now create this kind of stale part where everybody's gonna go under that. Everybody's gonna go under that because they're both on the market at that certain price. It means that everybody is going to go under that now because they see it not selling, and they're most likely gonna panic. It's just kind of one of those situations. So that's something that I'm looking at as being a positive completely. Now, we always do this, guys, and I always show you that there's a lot of money to be made off these left forward chem styles. There's always people that list these way too cheap. Like 3.2 isn't too cheap, but there's always people that just list this kind of thing way too low. So it's always something that I just watch myself. Let's see, who's another one that does this, right? There's a lot of, like, let's see, Sterling, right? Sterling's another one that I always like to do. He's always going for a lot with his right forward and Hunter. And I'm always looking to see on the market, like, is there one that's just listed way too cheap? So, like, this 2.4 one is just too cheap, right? That's something that I think overnight we'll easily be able to sell off for, like, 3.1, 3.2. That's just too low. And you guys can do this all the time. It's just like, it's an easy thing to do to list overnight to gain a few hundred coins. You guys can make a squad. I'm just trying to think of BPL players right now, right? Like, so like, Aspie's not a great one because you get a lot of tax. But let's see, what's the cheapest Aspie's going for right now? So like 17,500. What does his normal card sell for? So his normal card sells for that price. So that's not that good of a price, because I bet if we go up right now, it's not the cheapest. So it's not the cheapest. But there's always things you can do like that, guys, that can make you a ton of coins. And I always look at it. So these Bonaventures both haven't sold. There's going to be some expiring. I'm wondering, could we get a Bonaventura in the 70s? Is that possible? So nobody's gone into the 70s yet. That's going to be the money deal. If we can get Bonaventura in the 70s, man, that's going to be it. That's going to be a monster deal. I'm also trying to think, like, so I'm trying to think of upgrade investments coming up that might be good looks. Can't really think of any great ones. Obviously there's investments to make. I just can't really, I'm kind of I'm blanking right now on any great upgrade investments to make. I want to check out Lamela really quick, because Lamela's a card that I want to see, like, how many, we're always looking at this, man. It's always, guys, position change trading is the best kind of trading you guys can do. I'm not joking. It's the best. So 35 with a Hunter doesn't seem bad. What's his cheapest with a Hunter in general? 35, 33. So like 33 in his center mid. That seems pretty cheap. Now, what is his cheapest in general? Is he under 30? So he is under 30. So it's not that good of a look, right? He's under 30. He's actually kind of low right now. 30,000 coins seems to be where he's kind of chilling at. This Lingard, I think this Lingard recovered a lot. I think we sold him too cheap last night. I think Lingard's up at like 53. We look at Lingard, but we also looked at another dude a lot. I can't remember that other dude. Lingard was one of the players that we're always trading with on this series. Fellaini's another one that I want to start trading with more. The Prem Informs are the best ones to trade with, guys. If you don't trade with Prem Informs, get yourself involved. They're the best things in the world to trade with. Fellaini's one we always look at. And you guys see me, like, it's not always winning bids. I'm always just constantly going through and, like, looking at cards. Like, seeing is someone too cheap, and we're always flipping them over overnight for more. People list cards too low on this game, and they miss out on a lot of money that they could be making. Giroud is another one that we're always looking at. Giroud's a big one that we're always looking at. A lot of people play this dude at Cam. I don't know the deal with it, but it's just a thing, man. People do it. So, yeah, people do play him with Cam. Cam and Hunter is a big one. You guys can see here. Nothing really good for buys with him right now. I'm going to leave the Lingard. It's fine, man. I don't really have too much care. We haven't made any crazy buys yet, but we may end up making that team of the week investment. I'm liking the idea of that. Is Fellaini really about to go under 30? Under 40, sorry, rather. No, he's not. That one's got an open bid. We're not going to wait for the open bid. I can't believe he's so cheap. There's so many on the market with him. It just shows you the current stagnation in the market, that nobody's buying anything right now. This Lingard's going all the way up. We're going to take a look at Team of the Week. I mean, you know what, right now, guys, I think it's the move for us to try to see, could we make an investment into this week's Team of the Week. We're going to keep waiting on the Bonaventura for sure. Gamero at 73 is not bad. I'm trying to look all around the board. Is there anywhere else that I like? Gignac is at what price? 18.5. That's a little high. We don't have the coins, unfortunately, for Alexandro. Asensio is up at 45,000 now. We could have picked up Asensio the other day. Asensio could have been picked up the other day. Probably in the range of like 39,000, and I wanted to do it and I just didn't. But this Moy is really low. Moy is tanked because he was supposed to get an upgrade. There's a lot of panic going on with this card. You guys can see by the amount of cards on the market. It's just another card that I look at a lot. Wow, it's really low. Like, really low, guys. Andre Silva is a card that we've been struggling to sell. I don't know why. But let's see, is there any lower, because we always flip these. That's the thing that I'm a little bit confused about. We're always flipping this card. See, yeah, so we bought him at 14, so we're definitely fine there. I want to check on Giroud again. It's a card that's just listed a ton at this price. Is there any that get low? You're always looking for ones that are like super low. That's always a great pickup. I like that one, man, though. I really do like that one that's up at there's one with a hunter, man. Like there's one with a hunter. I think it's flippable overnight. That hunter one, that Cam and Hunter just seems so cheap. Well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna use my better judgment. I'm not gonna do it. But it just seems so cheap for that card. I don't know. Lingard's going for 50 on bids, so we kind of listed him too low last night. We probably should have listed him for 52. I just didn't end up doing it. So Lingard's back up today. It's probably because of his performance yesterday. He played really well. And usually when that happens, people like to buy the card. It's just the thing of how Ultimate Team works, guys. Don't ask why, but it's just the thing. People always buy cards as they play better. I don't know why. 80,000, that's totally going to be the buy. He's also got a position change, which makes me really like it. I'm just going to go ahead and list because he's got a position change just to see if we can sell him. But I'm happy with that price of him. I don't really see him going lower tomorrow. I'm going to list at 88,500. Now, he's a card that I've been wanting to pick up. You guys have been watching me today and knowing that I want to pick him up 100%. We still are yet to find this Giuliano. I really want him under 40,000. I don't think he's going to get there quite yet. We can see over by the 59th if he does get there. Well, no, it doesn't look like it. This seems really low. Like the thing that somebody's converted him to striker, doesn't that seem really low? He's not selling. That's the thing that's weird with Giuliano. Like I expect him to always be a card that's like basically, guys, a card that is worth more because he's rare and he's got position changes and things like that. But I guess not. Now we also always look, guys. You guys know this guy is our baby. This Kostic guy we flip so many times every time I'm doing this series. So let's see, can we put some money into him overnight? Nothing really appealing there, and he is really rare, and that's why you see he sells because he's got that whole thing going on for him being rare. Let's look at our guy Zielinski. We flipped this guy easily overnight for 17. For 20. We sold him for 20, right? Yeah, we sold him for 20 now. I'm looking for a Cam and a Hunter. Don't see any Cams and Hunters, and right now what you guys are seeing me doing, on my left side, I'm looking at some old Team of the Weeks, kind of just seeing what's going down over there. If there's any buys that I like in particular, there's nothing that I like crazy right now. Look at this Cam Muller. So Muller's like cheap as heck. I don't know what's going on with Muller. Why is Muller's inform so rare? That's weird. It's really weird how rare Muller's inform is. We're going to pop on a bid, see if we can put any money into something. The market doesn't really have to be honest, guys, the market is very stagnant right now. I don't know how to explain it. Kessie could be one that we look at in a second. I also want to invest. I don't know why, but there's something telling me to invest. And there's one inform that's this Italian inform. Something's just telling me to invest in him. I don't know why. But something's always telling me to pick him up. So this is interesting. Kessie with a... I wonder, what does Kessie's inform sell for? Like, what does the inform itself sell for? I know it's a... So, like, it's a center mid. It's always up for this price at 15. Okay, so it's all around the board at 15. That's what it sells for. Is there any, like, crazy position changes that people have done? So, nothing there. How about, like, a center forward? No, no one really does them there. CDM? He's up at 14. Interesting. So nothing there. Kessie's not a card that I usually trade with in particular, but it is an interesting card to watch. I'm going to be pissed if Bonaventura has another one coming. I'm actually going to be kind of mad because I want to buy more. No, he's back up at 90. So I think he's going to sell overnight, which is good. I think you always want to sell your cards overnight, obviously. And yeah, so let's see. This is the one. Oh, we're out of coins, boys. That could have been beautiful. Boys, we're out of coins. How depressing is that? That was beautiful. That one on open bid right there, that was actually beautiful. I can't believe we can't get involved with that, man. That's kind of depressing. Let's check out Zaha. Zaha's a card we look at. want to start looking at Quincy Promes. He's another one I like to look at a lot of time. You're always looking over here on this 59th. So like, see Zaha with a cam, right? So let's see, what is his cheapest in general with a cam? And I'm pretty sure it's more than that. 51 is the cheapest with a cam. Cam and Hunter is 53. Alright, 53 with a cam and a Hunter. These guys are all doing 99 contracts. So I don't really like that a ton. Now Quincy Promes is another one we're going to look into. But we're not necessarily going to buy him. Let's see. Rare card, that's why I like it. People use it. Always looking for that Hunter chem style. Can we get a deal with a Hunter? So like this is coming up, and this is something that I like right here, because this is something that has a Hunter. We're going to be able to look at him on bid. His cheapest is 31 with a Hunter, and this guy listed for an hour thinking that, you know, so the 83 Bonaventura got bought too, which makes me super happy. This guy's listing thinking that, you know, he's frustrated, he's trying to get his sell. And I think we could pick up on this and list the Quincy for over 30, probably 30 to 30.75 overnight. We could probably make 4K on Quincy Promes, which is good. I think he'll take that for sure. I'm looking into it thinking like, okay, you know, this guy has totally listed this card because he's upset that it's not selling. So he's trying to get it out in the hour. So he's listed a lot lower, but you got to understand this that is really low. Somebody just got a deal on Mars and I didn't have coins. How depressing is that? Isn't that a deal? 78K with a Hunter? No, I guess it's not that big of a deal. So if we can't get this, this is going to be probably our deal of the episode. This is going to be really good. Now, it doesn't look that good because we just got him a K.5 under, but we're totally going to be able to flip him for 30,500. And it's just about understanding the market. So yeah, we did win him. And I think I'm super happy with that. So yeah, boys, we're going to list him for 30,750 overnight. Try to get him to sell there. That's about 5,000 coins profit, 4,000 after tax. If you enjoyed today's episode, smash that like. Super chill episode. Trying to find some deals. We made a team of the week investment and a nice little flip there, and we sold some things. Now we're relisting overnight. Hopefully next episode, we're hoping everything sells. The problem is the market's a little bit down right now, so not everything is selling. It's inconsistent. But yeah, smash the like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and thank you for the support, boys. I'm out. Peace.